Thank you for listening to this audiobook. This is The Price of Desire, written by Aubrey Hoffmann and narrated by Google Play auto-narrated voice, Michelle. Audio copyright 2025, published by Aubrey Hoffmann. Chapter 1. Savannah, Montclair. The clock strikes 3 p.m., and my foot is about to punch through the floor from the pounding it has done against the tiles. My eyes dart between the nurse, who seems completely unaware of any reason for impatience, and the door across the hall, where my fate awaits me. According to her, patience should always be patience. If only it were that simple. That's not how the day started. In fact, the morning was peaceful, giving me more than enough hope to face whatever lay ahead. There's nothing like teaching people something you love, even if some of the students are just there to relax. I walked into the studio with a smile on my face, a hot cup of coffee in my hand, and a newfound enthusiasm for life. For a moment everything seemed right, the buzz of students gathering their art supplies, the air filled with creativity, the relief of not being bombarded with debt collections. It was easy to put my problems aside and just enjoy the moment. Until a phone call destabilized everything. Now, as I sit in this cold, sterile waiting room, tapping my foot on the cold floor, I feel the peace of that morning slipping away from me. I glance at the clock again, 3:02 p.m. The nurse, with her impeccable posture, seems oblivious to our collective anxiety. How does she manage to remain unaffected? How can she be so calm? I imagine it has something to do with her chosen profession. Nurses must be used to far worse things than my anxiety for news. I look back at the door, debating whether to wait or barge in. The latter seems tempting, but even I know that could get me kicked out. I grab my phone and start scrolling aimlessly through Instagram to distract myself. But it's always the same, little interaction on my art page, an endless parade of seemingly perfect lives, and that constant reminder that everyone else seems to have their life together. I lock the screen and look at the clock again. Only 3 minutes have passed. Irritation starts to bubble inside me, and just as I'm about to give the nurse a look that could cut glass, the door finally opens. "Miss Montclair," the doctor calls, and I jump to my feet. "Your grandmother wants to see you." I waste no time in following her, relieved to finally get out of that suffocating wait. But still, I feel a tightness in my chest, preparing myself for the unknown. After all, this is the second time we've been in the hospital this month. The door slides open, and the doctor gestures for me to enter the room. I take a deep breath.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?